Hello, this is Michael Emery with Emery EPS Internet Marketing, and we're doing some keyword research for wine-related keywords and specifically focusing upon Pinot Noir. So let's take a look here and see what's happening. We've got Pinot Noir, and if somebody were to search for this, it looks like there are 74,000 searches across the globe that are happening every single month. And what I want to show you are some variations in here. So we can see that there are some brands that are happening here that people are searching for. We're seeing an educational phrase, but here's a buying phrase right here, best Pinot Noir. So this is somebody that's probably most likely already familiar with this specific grape. And let's see, the 3,600 searches across the globe every single month. And then we can see another one here. This is a buying keyword phrase because they're looking for the best one, probably something that they haven't tried, because if they've already found something that they consider to be the best, they're not going to be looking for something else. And this is a really solid keyword phrase to position your website for, as is Pinot Noir in general. But this is more of a branding phrase, whereas this, I would say, is a buying phrase. A branding phrase would be really powerful. For example, if we were to go to Google and search for Pinot Noir, what's going to come up? You're probably going to see some educational articles, and you might see a winery with a very big budget on the first page. But imagine, regardless of your winery size or budget, if this is a wine that you produce, imagine what would change if people were to see your website showing up in the top 5 positions in Google on the first page. You're probably going to get a lot more exposure, not just in terms of potential clients, but also in terms of individuals or organizations within the wine industry that could magnify that exposure. So it could be, wine review magazines, it could be wine reviewers, independent people, different opportunities for press release or social buzz, things like that could take a winery that is not very well known and suddenly throw it out there in front of the biggest source of traffic and get all kinds of website visitors for it, which means you've got the opportunity to expose your wine on a global level. So we can look down here, Pinot Noir wine, definitely less traffic, but still it's a solid keyword phrase to position your website for. Here's a good example. So I'm actually from Oregon originally. Oregon Pinot Noir, and let's say that you're a winery in Oregon. Well, yes, definitely this is a keyword phrase that you would want to target. But here's another hijack, and sorry, Oregon wineries, but if you were to, let's say that you're a Pinot Noir producer, but you're in a different region. For example, you could be a Chilean Pinot Noir producer. You could position your website for this, and we could do an article on your site or a blog post or something like that could potentially have the title of Oregon Pinot Noir versus Chilean Pinot Noir. And now you're targeting 2 different keyword phrases that are both relevant and positioning your site for both of those. And you're not necessarily saying that your website's associated with Oregon Pinot Noir, but you're using the educational opportunity and also that potential buying phrase opportunity to cross over and produce. And just as easily, an Oregon Pinot Noir producer could contrast with Pinot Noir in a different region using that same sort of strategy, just switching the keyword phrases around. So these are definitely some opportunities that are solid for not only branding a website, but also opening the doors for new potential customers that will go direct and buy direct from you. So here's another example of a specific region. This is Oregon, Willamette Valley Pinot Noir, 880 searches per month. If you're in the Willamette Valley as a producer in that area, perfect. You should be targeting this keyword phrase. Your website should be in the top 5 search result positions on the first page of Google. If it's not, we need to talk. But if you're outside of that area and you choose to be one of my clients and you want to focus on that area and hijack some of that traffic, this is another example where you could do one of those comparisons and educate and also promote your brand, where you say, what's the difference between a Willamette Valley Pinot Noir and a Pinot Noir from a different region? Here's another one. Good Pinot Noir, 880 searches per month. And then we've got some more educational terms in here. And these are all things that your website could be positioned for But I would do it on different pages that are more educational, like how to pronounce the word Pinot Noir. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. How many calories are in a glass of Pinot Noir? Calories in Pinot Noir, 720 searches per month. So these are great opportunities. Here's another one, Pinot Noir food pairing. Let's see here. Another one, best Oregon Pinot Noir. Well, if you have an Oregon winery, you definitely want to be positioned for this, 590 searches per month. If you're not, you're missing out on buyers. Essentially, I would say that this is a buying keyword phrase. But if you're in a different region and you're a client of mine and you want to hijack that region, you could say best Oregon Pinot Noir versus a Pinot Noir from a different region. So there's a lot of different opportunities out there for positioning your brand and also driving that branding traffic, which could potentially put your organization in front of the individuals or the organizations in the wine industry that could gain you even more exposure through positive reviews or interviews or things like that. Or there are some possibilities to drive traffic that is direct buyer traffic from your website. So please share this video with the individual who's in charge of internet marketing for your organization. And I'd love to have the opportunity to talk with this person and outline some SEO opportunities and also create a plan moving forward in terms of internet marketing and what could be done. So thank you very much for your time.